Is there any increased pain when I release
When we think about patient safety, we think about getting the right care to the right patient at the right time and without error. Simulation offers us a way in which we can trial those interventions.
The Hannaford Center for Safety Innovation Simulation is a state-of-the-art facility focused on training of medical students and residents and clinicians throughout MaineHealth Center and MaineHealth.
Right, exactly.
It's a place where healthcare teams come to practice until you get everything just right.
There's emotional pieces that are embedded in the simulation. A lot of times folks come in and it's the day where things don't go well, right? This is a perfect place to practice.
Do you mind turning off your music?
We have this environment where it's great to make a mistake because what we all do is we take it apart, we deconstruct it, and then we learn from it. And that's a really invigorating way to work.
Has your blood pressure been that high?
Standardized patients interact with providers and clinicians in order to give everyone the opportunity to practice some of the clinical skills that they're going to need.
It's experiential, it's immersive. Our rooms are exact replicas of ORs and exam rooms and med-surg rooms that you'll find in the hospital.
Our top priority is meaningful clinical outcomes for patients from our trainings.
That spans from just skills labs where they're working on a specific modality to full-blown high-fidelity events.
You let me know when you're ready.
Enabling people to practice for these things before they happen is great. Helps make sure that we respond correctly when the event occurs.
And I think that you have very real pain.
What we want to do is develop curriculum that can reach across the entire MaineHealth network, being able to provide a level of patient safety no matter where you are in the state.
Communication plays a really important role. It allows providers a chance to work through how to ask those questions to get the information they need to provide the best patient care possible.
It's an opportunity to take a look at a new process and to be able to simulate where it might fail and think through proactively some of those areas where we need to seal the gaps before a bad thing happens.
We recognized an opportunity with COVID. What will I do if the code bell goes off? If they're a COVID patient, we're told you shouldn't go in before you put on your protective equipment. And we spend a week just drilling the code teams, getting fast at putting on our protective equipment, entering rooms, and figuring out how to execute that event.
We're part of a national education and research collaborative called IMPACTS, improving pediatric acute care through simulation. What it essentially does is match academic children's hospitals to community sites. We all hop in the van, take a big road trip.
So we bring simulation to them, and we'll run our scenarios in those locations.
We have a pediatric emergency program, an neonatal resuscitation program.
So the care team can participate, debrief, and then go back to taking care of patients.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Sim specialists are the one that really bring all this to life.
I'm responsible for the entire process of hiring, training, and casting the standardized patients.
We do a lot of communication about end of life, conversations about pain management, suspected child abuse, giving providers and students a chance to practice these conversations.
The faculty work with their learners in a very safe environment where they might be put in a clinical situation that they haven't experienced before, and then talk about the challenges that they have with their faculty as well as the successes.
Simulation is really about production. We put the pieces together and communicate and facilitate the events with the faculty.
The best thing about the Simulation Center is the team of people who work here.
I love the innovation that team has, the creative minds that they have.
We make materials for simulators.
We're kind of the special effects people.
I'm really proud of the team that I work with because what they do really matters.
When we first started, we had 8 members of our team, and we now have 15.
It's hard to believe that it's been 10 years. It's been a real whirlwind. We've gained a lot of experience.
We have a hospital that has made us a priority. I would love it if in 10 years from now we're looking back on this moment as saying this was the pivotal moment where we really grew up and became the staple, if you will, for how we train and educate people.
There's a great feeling of doing the right thing, of having a job that has purpose and meaning.
You kind of think about maybe helping train some of the people who are going to care for you or your loved ones in the future.
It just provides this great medium to learn how to work together as a team. It's invaluable, I think.
Thank you, team. This ends your scenario.